We have some amazing energy to work with today to bring in the clarity of where we need closure, where we need completion, to step into a new reality filled with accomplishments, filled with joy. So sit back, relax, let's explore the cosmic energies, and together we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your daily focus for February the 2nd, 2024. So first of all, I want to get February the 1st out of the way in saying rabbit, rabbit. So if you're watching this early enough, maybe you can squeeze it in too. You're supposed to say that at the beginning of the month to bring in luck. So why not say it? But, we want to go into the numerology, and we have to start with February being the second month of the year now, where we are in January, that one energy. Now we are in February, which is the two energy. The two energy is about sitting in quiet contemplation, looking within, seeing the magic that is within you, your talents, your abilities, realizing that you alone have walked paths which have molded you into the unique person you are. So you have unique abilities, unique talents in which to embrace, utilize, to move you on your path forward. So seeing the magic that already lays within you. Two also tells us there is magic around us. Two is also about starting to make those decisions, coming together with another. Now, we have to add it, if we want the true energy of February 2024, we add it to the year energy. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is an 8 energy. So then we would go, which is what? Money in our pockets, growing abundance, growing stature, growing wealth. Absolutely. It is the number of wealth. It's about, keeping it in a cycle too, moving, flowing. 2 plus 8 is a 10 energy. The 10 energy brings in luck. So not only do we have the magic of the month, we have the luck of the month with us. It is also a time where we start writing the new chapters. We start looking to move towards a new season. To know that, once again, we are constantly evolving. We're constantly moving. We're constantly growing. We're constantly moving through stages of our life. Now, today we have the energy of the two, right? February the 2nd. So, once again, it's about looking within, understanding that I don't care if 5 million people are out there doing what you want to start doing. Because you have walked a unique path that you have ownership of. Nobody else has had all the certain experiences you've had in order to mold you into the person you are today. And with it comes this magic that it doesn't matter that 5 million people are doing it, because you are the one doing it now. You are taking ownership of it. You are putting your energy, your vibration into what you are creating, what you are stepping into. You are maybe reinventing yourself in some way, growing from within. Maybe you are growing in relationships. Maybe you're growing in your health and well-being. Maybe you're looking at growing your income in a certain way. So the two energy says you have the unique ability to do it in a way that nobody else can. And that is what makes the difference. Now, if we look at the daily numerology, we have a 2 plus a 2 plus an 8 gives us that 12 energy. The 12 energy asks us to pull it back a little bit. Be in the moment. Don't be too far in the past. Don't be too far in the future. Be in the moment. And maybe just pull it back a little bit and take a breath. How to, look at where you have control of things in your life. And do you need control in those areas? Look where you may have been not wanting to surrender to something, knowing all along it was for the best that you do, but maybe pride or ego got in the way. It's about being in the moment. It's about seeing things as they are in real time. You know, many people go to the mailbox and before they're even opening up the bills, they're starting to stress over them. Well, you're really stressing about something that may or may not take place in the future. You're simply going to get the mail. So, is the sun shining? Are you walking on grass or pavement or going through the snow? Whatever it may be for you. You know, are the birds singing? Is there wildlife around? Is that a little squirrel running up the tree? Are there children playing in the park? Is that one cloud looking like a heart up in the sky? You know, allow yourself to be more present in the moment and stop worrying about the future of when you need to open and face those bills. And do that in the present moment and watch how that changes as well in your life. 1 plus 2 is a 3 energy, and that is the transformation of us. That is us. You know, it is about bringing joy into our life. It is about transforming our lives. It is about transforming the world around us as well, our realities. It's about our voice. It's about our communication and the strength that we can have within those realms. Maybe it's learning. Maybe we're reading. Definitely about communication, teaching, learning. Now, if we look at the astrology of the day, the sun is in Aquarius, the moon is in Scorpio, and Mercury sextiles Neptune, and our imaginations are stirred. So whether it is our thoughts, our ideas, dreams, what we're talking about, reading about, Neptune asks us to back it up, to relax, to meditate on these things, tap into our spirituality, our dreams, and then to grow that dream larger and start to envision the plan forward, stepping into that enlarged dream. Now remember, we're in full moon energy, so we will benefit from the clarity that comes to us through goal setting, planning, strategizing. We look at what habits and behaviors we want to adopt for ourselves. So take a moment to breathe in and relax and think about these things in our lives. More than likely, we will be seeing where closure and endings are needed in our life. So take a moment, sit quietly, ask yourself, what is a component of what I want to manifest in my life that is not yet a reality? And how do I start to bring that into my reality? It could be how we use our energy. We need maybe to be more methodical, more decisive, maybe more self-disciplined. Maybe we need to relax a little bit more, have more fun, work harder. It could be a change in behavior, waking up earlier, making a list, maybe including meditation or journaling or something into our life, exercise into our life. It could be our environments. Maybe we may be thinking of moving or decorating, new color schemes in our world. Maybe it's the people we have around us and we're looking at joining new groups but walking away from old groups in the process. So this is a wonderful time to actually just take a breath and see where you want to go and understand what is one of the things, just one of the things, one component that is not allowing you to move forward. And you will get the clarity, you will get the understanding of how to do exactly that. Okay, me and my son, we went to, we left Canada. We went down to Fort Lauderdale. We went then to Miami. We got on a boat and we went to Cozumel in Mexico and then back home to Canada. Here we are. Thank you so much for, stopping in, watching my videos, all your comments. I mean, Paul was like, okay, let's read these down. Let's read these comments. He was really getting into it. Thank you so much for all of the love and support you sent him for his karaoke. He took that, and I took that to heart. So thank you. Thank you for being so supportive, being like the family I believe you to be in my life. Thank you for that. So I was on a very unique experience because it wasn't just like a cruise. It was the Chris Jericho Rock and Rage at Sea. Anyways, it was like a festival on sea, on the ocean for wrestling, and that is not my cup of tea. Okay, not my cup of tea, but it is Paul's cup of tea. And the one thing that I took away from it, although I took so many things away from it, was that every single person there got to let out their authentic self. They could become whoever they want. So some of them wore their wrestling masks and their costumes, and dressed how they wanted to dress and acted like they wanted to. They wanted to yell at the top of their lungs. It was totally acceptable. In fact, if you weren't doing that, they thought there might be something wrong with you. But authentic, beautiful people surrounded me. Everybody was in the moment. Everybody was. It was just a really wonderful experience in that way. Of course, we left on the full moon. So, wow. That just added to the intensity of just people just releasing what didn't work for them and just embracing everything that did work for them over those couple of days. Those 4 days. It was just wonderful. A wonderful experience. You'd walk. It was like a festival. It wasn't like a cruise. It was like a festival. You were walking, down the deck, and you'd hit 4 different concerts going on, and then, you turned left, you were at a wrestling match, but if you turned right, you were at a comedy show, and there was always something to do. I had a blast. Thank you for everybody who helped me in that. You all helped me in that by supporting me, and I thank you for that. Anyways, now I'm back, and you've got my full attention, and I can't wait to create for you. The newsletter just went out, so it's all about February. It's all about love. There is your Love Scope Astrology in there. There is, what else did I put in there for you? Everything about love. Wrote a story about love. How to do a love tarot spread for yourself or somebody else, perhaps. Introducing you to my astrology relationship readings, which are phenomenal, and it's set at an extremely good price for you. A lot cheaper than I can do it with the cards. I'm going to cut these again for some reason. So anyways, get the newsletter if you're not already signed up. Go over to my website, sign up for the newsletter. You will get it, and there is more than enough to keep you occupied and learning. I think I also did numerology to figure out your love number. Look at that. We have the sun as our underlying energy for the entire day. The sun is here to tell us to stand in our truth, to envision what our tomorrow is. If you look at this card, okay, and I see this today as, first of all, the light is not coming from the sky, it's coming from us. It's coming from within us. We are feeling rejuvenated. We are feeling on fire. We are feeling alive. And as we raise our energy, we see the path forward. We couldn't see that before. We're getting the clarity. We're getting the understanding. And on this side of the path, all of the sunflowers are this beautiful, vibrant, mature flower, which tells us that we have many talents and abilities that we have grown into true strengths for ourselves. And we see all the small sunflowers. So the new beginnings, the new starts, the new path, the new relationship, all lay on the other side, waiting our presence. So this is really about thinking about going forward. Maybe we're taking stock of what we have done. Maybe we are looking at what doesn't work, putting closure on something, maybe healing into our lives. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says, you know what? Roll up your sleeves and get to work. Because I hung out in this art gallery. Oh my gosh, you should have saw some of these paintings. I wish I could have brought all of them home. I did buy a couple of prints, and as I get them, I will hang them up in the back, and we'll talk about them a bit. Just beautiful, beautiful pieces of work. And I was talking to people about, painting your own rainbow. There was one there where it was painting your own rainbow. I mean, it was just incredible. I had a hoot. I was giving everybody free readings and just, jumping around having a heyday. Anyways, here we are. We have the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles, I almost see this as a wall. It was a brick wall. It was what was preventing us from actually moving forward. And instead of stopping, instead of saying, it's too hard, I can't do this, we got out our toolbox from within, our magic, our abilities. Here we are painting the doorway to our tomorrow, the pathway to our tomorrow. And eventually we'll get down to the base here and put in the actual path. But this also tells us that our thoughts are very empowered right now. What we are thinking, what we are dreaming in our minds can be made tangible, can be made real. First, the artist must see the vision within their mind in order to put it onto the canvas. We must see what's in our thoughts, in our dreams, and connect to it so that we can bring it in and make it our reality. This is going to take some work. Don't worry who's watching. Don't worry if anybody's taking notes. They are. There usually is when we're kind of in this energy, but it's about working hard. It's not looking for the shortcut. It's knowing that we also have the ability to create it the exact way we want or better. We have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, something is holding us back. We hold on to the past, and it's about a time of releasing the past, letting it go. So it doesn't drag us down. It could be a more traditional way that we have been doing things all of our life. This is the way it's supposed to be done. This is the way I do it. And starting to think outside of the box and saying, but I could do it this way. Or maybe, with AI and computers and tech the way it is these days, maybe it's buying some kind of gadget that does it for us so that we can put our time, our energy, our resources into something more practical, something that will work better for us. But gosh, and the perfect example for me is I had one of those old-fashioned toasters. I mean, it even had the little black cloth, black and white cloth electrical cord on it. And it had little handles, little wooden handles on each side that you grabbed, and you brought it down, and then you laid your piece of bread on it, and then you lifted it up, and then you laid it down, and then really quickly, because it was very hot, you turned it around, and then you put it in the other way so both sides would get toasted. And oh my gosh, if you put something like butter on it or something before you did that, that was the best toast ever. Anyways, here I am, and, all the toasters are push it down and pop it up kind of thing. And here I am, and you burn your hands doing it and everything. But I love the way it made toast. And the kids were like, please, can we just have a real toaster, Mom? And I thought, I guess so. But I really didn't want to give it up. Why? It only made 2 pieces at a time. It took 3 times as long as any toaster could do the toast. I mean, why go through the bother? You'd have to burn your hands trying to flip the toast. I mean, it was senseless when you look at it, what I went through. I still miss that toaster though, but letting go of it, and getting the toaster that popped up in 30 seconds, not the one that took 4 or 5 minutes of burning your fingers consistently. And there was no pop, so if you forgot it, it was burning pretty quick on you. So we carry some of these things forward, and it, of course, is probably not a toaster for you. But how often do we hold a certain thought pattern or, a paradigm of the way we see the world, and we don't open up our eyes to what could be in our lives, what we could bring into our world. And so long as we hold on to and I'm not saying to not hold on to the tried and the true and the traditional, because, if it works, don't fix it. But on the other hand, even though it works well, we don't need to fix it. Can we still improve on it a little bit? Can we move forward in a new way? Do we need really to carry that with us? This could be emotion too, where you've left a relationship and now you're in a new relationship. Let's do that one. You're in a new relationship, but you see how you are manifesting the person you used to be in the last relationship, based on how they acted, into this new relationship, which isn't fair to your new partner because they don't even act that way. And yet we can't seem to do the disconnect, to trust enough, to tear down that wall. So it's about allowing ourselves to feel free and alive, and the World card. So we started with the Sun as the underlining. We have the World card as our final. And the World card is, the 21 energy. All right, so we were just talking about the 12 energy. Now we have the 21 energy guiding us, matching with the numerology. To talk a little, and we have the 3, right? We have the 3 of Pentacles here, so... and we actually also have the 19, and 1 plus 9 is a 10. 1 plus 0. So look at how synchronized the cards are today. The World card is here to tell us to tie up those loose ends, that there is a brand new world awaiting for us, that we need to do a little bit of housekeeping to make space for the new beginnings, the new starts, and to look at where we want to step and what is the tripping wires in our life, what holds us back, what doesn't allow us to move forward. And start to look at how to change those things, eradicate those things, dispel those things from our life, to put some kind of closure and completion on those things so that we can walk forward. I think we have a new moon next week, right? So it's just around the corner that we will be looking at our new beginning. So this is the opportune time to look at where we can have some finality, some closure, some completion in our lives so that we can open up to those new doors of opportunity that we are designing one stroke at a time. Okay, we'll get an oracle card. And we have with us today, Love Matters, the 43. 4 plus 3 is a 7. It's about standing in your truth. And yes, under the 7 energies, we want to create that happiness, that harmony, that beauty in our relationships, in our environments. Let's see what the card has to say. Going to hold it up. There's always pictures within the pictures within the pictures. So see if something calls out to you, what you see. It could be a sign just for you alone. The way you handle things is important. There will always be many challenges and life lessons that is a part of this experience. Choose to learn from your encounters. Get your heart ready to receive and allow for various emotions you may be feeling. Consider what makes you happy. It is the time for you to allow yourself a day of enjoyment. Love who you are and be willing to give and receive love unconditionally. Love who you are. Grow your love. Experiment with your love. Feel more alive with your love. We do have Mercury and Neptune, so we could, talk about the romance we want in our life, or the sensuality, and bring it into being. Understanding the steps that we need to take in order to truly invite it into our lives in a way that we want it to be in our lives. Okay, so let's do a little game today, okay? I just thought of it now. It popped into my head. Whenever something pops into my head, I've got to say it to you. So everybody who likes the video today and leaves a comment today will go into a hat, and I will give you a quick free reading. How does that sound? Okay, so I will leave the comments going until midnight Eastern Standard Time, February the 2nd, okay? And everybody who puts in a comment, likes the video, well, I hope you like the video. I really can't track that, but I can track that you left a comment. In YouTube, Facebook, or Patreon, let's open it up to all 3 of them, because you can catch them at all places. I don't want to leave out one of my audiences here. And we'll see who gets a free mini reading from me. Okay, let's do that. Let's have some fun. And we have the horse, Freedom. Freedom. There you go. Actually, one of the paintings I got are horses. So you're going to love that one. Okay, let's bring it in nice and clear here so I can read it. Your heart is pure and free. I really can't see it. Come on, guys. Thank you. A greater purpose calls to you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So this is, allow your heart to have that sense of freedom, liberation, pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. So pay attention to what is being shown to you right now. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. Once you set that goal into motion, it will just appear. It'll just be a part of you. You follow the winds of change. Don't be stagnated. Don't hold on to the old, but allow yourself to step into the new and accomplish your dreams. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.